What's the matter, sweetheart?
It's Robert. I don't know what to do anymore. He just always leaves his dirty clothes lying around, and it's so frustrating.
That's such a weird thing to cry about in a relationship. Like, I get that it would be annoying if your partner was a slob or something, but to go to your mother's house and cry about it, to cry about dirty clothing, that just seems kind of ridiculous. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today, as requested by one person, we're going to be reacting to some more Dhar Mann content. The man who writes cheesy scripts about life lessons and posts them on Instagram. He'll often repost them too if they don't get enough views. I reacted to his videos a while ago on my channel and I got a mixed reaction. Most people agreed with me that his skits are repetitive and cheesy, but there were a few 10-year-olds in there who accused me of being jealous of his success and being a hater. Because in the eyes of a child, constructive criticism isn't a thing. It's always just hate. But we're gonna ignore all of that and bully this grown man some more. Let's get into it, shall we?
This again? How many times do I have to tell you to pick up your dirty clothes? Is that too much to ask?
How do I send that to my sister, but anonymously? I swear, every time I go take a shower, she always has her clothes just scattered about the floor. No matter how many times we tell her to pick up her clothing after she's done showering and just put it in the laundry basket, we always just have to move it ourselves. We're like, dude, you're almost 18, you need to be a bit more self-sufficient. But she just... Moving on. That is kind of a weird place to have your clothes. They're right in front of him, just a pile right in front of him. And the rest of the room doesn't even seem messy, it's just that one spot. Maybe he just changed or something and he didn't feel like putting his clothes up? I don't know.
Can I please just have a few minutes to relax? I literally just got home. I'll pick them up later.
You always do this, ever since we moved in together. You know, if you want to leave your dirty clothes lying around, maybe you should just go back to living by yourself.
Baby, why are you—
Don't baby me.
Okay, so he did just get changed. Why is she so upset? I get that it would be frustrating to live with someone who is just a complete slob and never picks up after themselves. But the room itself doesn't look messy. It's just that little pile of clothes in front of him. Why is she threatening to kick him out over that? My sister always leaves her clothes in the bathroom and we've never once threatened to kick her out. We've yelled at her a lot, but she still lives here.
I can't deal with this right now. I'm gonna go to my mom's place. Maybe this was a mistake.
Oof. Better straighten up. I don't understand why she's being so dramatic.
Hey, honey. How's my baby girl?
Did anybody else find that weird? They just started talking right when they sat on the couch. Dead silence before that. I don't know, I just felt like that was a weird way to start that scene.
It's Robert. I don't know what to do anymore. He just always leaves his dirty clothes lying around, and it's so frustrating.
Wow. Imagine that being your only relationship problem. Your significant other leaves their dirty clothing around the floor sometimes. And he had just arrived home from work and changed. So it wasn't like he had a week's worth of dirty laundry just piling up everywhere. Why is she sobbing about this? Imagine your child comes to your house, sits on your couch and starts crying, so you think that something really bad happened. But no, she's just complaining about Robert's dirty clothing. That can't be the only issue here. Is this what Dhar Mann argues with his wife over?
I understand. And I know that this may be really hard to believe right now, but one day you're gonna miss that dirty laundry.
Ew, why would I miss it?
When your daddy was still here, I used to always argue with him the same way. I would come home to his dirty clothes from work all over the couch. It would make me so mad that he couldn't put them away. I would go into the bathroom and find the toilet seat up. I mean, how hard is it to put it down? I would look at the dishes in the sink and I'd get so upset. I mean, why not just rinse them off? Until finally, I reached my breaking point and I had to let it all out. I thought I couldn't take this anymore. And then, your father passed away so suddenly. The day I came back from his funeral, I looked around and there weren't any dishes in the sink. And the toilet seat wasn't up. And there were no dirty clothes on the couch. I'd never thought that I'd miss all of that. But I realize that now. It feels empty without him.
My gosh! That got dark. Why is the life lesson in his videos always like this? Honey, I know it makes you upset, but don't lecture him about it. I lectured my husband once, and the next day, he died. With these relationship videos, it's always about that. Don't get mad at people because, they could die. And then you'll regret everything you said. You could just ask him to clean up after himself if it's like that big of an issue. He's a grown man, he can rinse a dish. And also, never go to your mom for advice again, obviously. Mom, I need a vent. What's wrong, honey? It's Robert. Every day I come home and there's a pile of literal feces in front of the couch. No matter how many times I tell him to go to the bathroom, he always just takes a dump right in front of the couch on our white carpet. Like seriously, is it that hard to go to the toilet? Oh honey, I had the same issue with your father. And trust me, one day you're gonna come home and you're gonna really miss that pile of crap laying on the living room floor. Crows, why would I miss that? Well, you see, when your dad did that, I got really mad at him one day, and I lectured him. Then the next day, he died. I think it was because I lectured him too much. The doctor said it was because of poor hygiene and too many Big Macs. So if you get mad at Robert, poof. He'll just die, just like that. So how's work been?
Hey. I'm sorry. I should have...
No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have reacted that way. It's really not that big of a deal. And who knows, I might even end up missing your dirty laundry someday.
You're gonna die someday, Robert.
Okay.
So I don't have to pick them up then?
Nope. I might just end up throwing them at you instead.
Oh, so she was upset because he was a slob, apparently. And instead of having like a normal conversation with him about it, she yelled at him, sobbed to her mother about it, and then decided that she shouldn't lecture him about anything because one day he'll die. Dhar should be a marriage counselor, honestly. This next video is called Bartender Humiliates Poor Woman. He instantly regrets his decision. A plot that I have seen Dhar do like 3 different times with just slightly different scripts.
That is our most expensive tequila. Don Julio, 1942. It's $100 a shot.
Wow, that's really expensive.
Last time I poured that bad boy, the rich guy who bought it left me a $100 tip.
I could really use a tip like that. That could help me pay off some of my bills.
You have to be able to tell who has money and who doesn't. Oh, great. This is gonna be such a waste of time. Watch.
Ugh, ew. Poor people. Disgusting. Maybe she isn't even poor. Maybe she just likes wearing sweats. Like everyone else on the face of the earth.
Oh, hello.
Can I help you?
May I please have a glass of water?
Actually, if you want water, you're gonna have to drink outside at the fountain.
What? You asked for water? At a place that sells drinks? What an idiot. Sorry, only hardcore liquor is sold here. Go outside and find a rain puddle or something, peasant.
Look, I hate to be a bother, but I'm really thirsty. Do you think you can make an exception?
I'm sorry, but the answer is...
Yes. It's not a problem at all, ma'am. I'll get you some water.
Whoa. Hey, I thought you said you wanted to make tips. She's clearly gonna grab the water and go.
Well, I've always believed in helping people. Besides, you should never judge a book by its cover.
Wow. Okay. See, this is exactly why you'll never make a lot of money in tips.
What does this have to do with making tips? You aren't losing any money by giving this woman water. Why is this guy such a jerk? When you go into restaurants, you can order water. I've gone into restaurants with my family before and only had water. I've even brought my own food. Usually they don't care. Does he think that denying people water will give him more service? I don't see the logic here.
Well, hello there. What can I get started for you?
What's the best tequila you got?
Oh. Well, it's gonna be Don Julio, 1942. $100 a shot. But judging by your appearance, you can afford it.
That's a really weird comment to make. Judging by your appearance, I think you can afford it. Judging by your appearance, you can clearly afford a $100 shot of tequila. Because wearing a suit means you're wealthy, I guess. Again, the message is just so blunt. It's like he feels the need to spell out everything for his audience. She's wearing sweatpants, so therefore she's homeless and unworthy of our time. He is wearing a suit, so therefore he can afford anything. Because regular people don't wear suits, I guess?
Hey, here's a little piece of advice. If you want to make real money in tips, don't waste your time with poor-looking people.
That's right, guys. If they look poor, kick them out. Wearing sweatpants? Nah, only suits in here. Because only rich people can drink alcohol. And a great way to make your business thrive is to deny people service.
I was so thirsty. Whew. How much do I owe you?
Oh, don't worry about the cost of the water, ma'am. It's free of charge.
Really? Thank you. Bless your heart. I really appreciate it. Listen, I'm meeting some friends, so I'll be right back.
No worries at all.
Oh, I have a guess. I could be wrong because the script has so many twists and turns. It's really unpredictable. But I think that lady over there, she might not actually be poor. Maybe she gives the nice lady a great tip, and the mean guy doesn't get anything. I don't know, guys, just a guess. And also, why is she acting as if that worker did her like a kind deed by not charging her for water? Restaurants aren't supposed to charge you for water unless it's like in a bottle or something. Has she never been to a restaurant before? Here's your water, ma'am. Oh, thank you. I was just so thirsty. Yeah, it's pretty hot outside. How much do I owe you? It's water. It's free. Really? Yeah, it's like a gallon per cent, so... Bless your heart, you angel from heaven. I'll be right back. Let me go tell my friends about you.
There's your check. So what happened to the lady you were helping?
She said she'll be right back.
One thing you'll learn is that people like that never spend any money and never leave a good tip. That's why you should never help poor-looking people.
What the heck? No one talks like that. Yeah, there are some people who flat out refuse to help poor people and call them lazy and tell them to just get a job and stuff like that. That is a problem. But no one just flat out says that's why you shouldn't help people who look poor. When people say bad things, they usually don't say it that bluntly. They try to sugarcoat it a little bit. I don't think Dhar Man has ever spoken to another human being in his entire life.
Alright, I'm out. Thanks for the drink.
Thank you. Have a good day, sir. See, you ever want to learn how to make real money in tips? This is how.
Is everything okay?
That guy didn't leave me any tip. What a cheapskate, man.
Wow, didn't see that coming.
Guys, this is the amazing bartender I was telling you about. Hi.
Hey.
We are actually here celebrating. What is the finest tequila you have?
Oh, it's actually Don Julio, 1942.
Okay, that sounds great.
Oh, whoa, wait. I don't mean to burst anyone's bubble, but that is $100 per shot. No offense, but I don't know if you can afford that.
Actually, I just sold my company for $10 million. So we will actually take the whole bottle. And
Wow, I was right! She's actually rich. Don't know how I guessed that. You know what they say, folks, don't judge a person by their sweatpants. Okay, so I just looked up Don Julio 1942, and it says that I can buy it for $150. Like the whole bottle. So why the heck is a single shot of $100 in this fictional bar? This makes no sense.
here's my card. Whatever it costs, you double it, and the extra is your tip.
Oh my god. Really? Thank you so much. You have no idea how much this is going to help me.
Oh, well, and we have some more friends coming, actually, so why don't you check and see if you have any more bottles in your bag?
Of course. Right away, ma'am. Oh, hey. Piece of advice. If you ever want to make any real money in tips, you should never judge a book by its cover.
Wow, she showed him. So now she's getting like a $1,000 tip for doing her job. I love how that guy just straight up refused to do his job. Like, don't you have to give people water when they ask for it? You can't just deny someone service because they look poor. That's not a thing. And she was even offering to pay for a glass of water, something you also don't have to do. Like, how has this dude not been fired yet? Well, that was interesting, as always. Dhar Mann's video is just ridiculous because the lessons that he teaches are things that anybody above the age of 4 knows. Like, don't be a jerk to poor people. Like, the videos are supposed to reach out to people who maybe need to hear the message. People who are jerks to poor people, I guess. But the thing is, the characters are so blatantly terrible that no one can relate to them. The characters aren't realistic. Yeah, there are people that suck in real life, but no one talks like this. Like, no one is just this one-dimensional. They're just too deep and cheesy. A deep dish pizza with extra cheddar. And I'm vegan, so I don't do that. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, even though it was complete trash. I did want to let you guys know that now school is starting, even though it was canceled today. School is starting back up for me, so I will not be able to upload as frequently as I usually do. I'll still try to upload as much as I can, but with school and cross-country, I won't be able to do it like every 2 days. But as always, please comment down below what you want me to talk about next, and I will see you guys next time. Stay safe, y'all.